Hi, thank you for connecting with me. So today I want to talk about 7 tips to ground yourself instantly. So first of all, we want to look at what is grounding and what we need grounding. So as we know, we are a spiritual being in this physical existence, and lots of time because our soul is not fully engaged in our physical body. And you can say lots of people are not living in the present moment. So sometimes because we have 5 senses and not they are really active. The best example is sometimes when we're driving and we might be wandering around. So it's just like autopilot. So suddenly we just arrive where we need to go, like shopping, or you visit someone's places, or going to work. We have this physical bodies for us to experience. So if we don't really ground it, it's like our mind wandering around, and it's very easy that we can miss out. Sometimes people trying to talk to us, or something happen, we're not able to engage. It can be some great opportunity we can miss out because of that. And that's the reason why we need to bring ourselves in more present moment. So today I'm going to share 7 tips how to ground yourself instantly. So this is a combination of my experience over these years, and I found that quite handy, quite useful, and so I want to share with everyone today. So the first one I would suggest is barefoot, because we are directly connected to the earth, and because we know Mother Earth has its own energy, and we are part of, because all our physical body is all coming from that. We are very connected to Mother Earth. So barefoot is the best way to get grounded. And you can even walking on the grass, or if you live near the beach, you can just walk on the sand. And I found it each time after walking around the sand, I feel very energized, and it can actually release in the same time, so it helps you to get grounded pretty much instantly. The best is go to the nature, even in your backyard on the grass, and that's quite instant. So that's the first one you can try. And the second one is you can try salt bath, and I found that it's also quite relaxing. And because the salt, personally I prefer Himalayan salt, but you can try other salt I think there are different types that you can also help you to release. And because like Himalayan salt itself has very high vibration, and sometimes because when we go outside we have lots of different density of energy, we might caught up in our energy field. So this is quite, even just have a bath 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can feel so much release. And each time after I have a bath, I feel all my energy feels buzzing. So it's quite soothing at the same time. So this is the second one, you can try salt bath. And the next one is food. We know we actually, if you pay attention, we're really hungry. You feel like when you walk, you feel like floating, and sometimes you feel like dizzy, or you feel like that's a symptom that you are not grounded. So basically, we all need food so we can sustain ourselves on the earth. And sometimes, especially if people doing high energy work, they will encourage, say, you can have some sugar. It's instant to ground yourself, but of course you have to be aware of how much you intake. So I don't want you to get into the habit, I need ground and eat too much sugar, you put on weight. So don't blame me for that. I think it's quite basic to have healthy diet and healthy food, but on top of that, can try to have alkaline water or juicing, some vegetable juice, more vegetable, because they have alkaline. For people, if eating meat, or if they stay up late, or you have coffee, it tends to generate acid in the body, so that will also cause the imbalance, the pH, the value of the pH. So if you can have some alkaline water, or you make some juicing with some vegetables or fruit, they're also quite helpful. And you can instantly feel, your body feels so good through the energy we get from the food. It can also help you with grounding. And the fourth one is crystal. I think I also made some crystal healing video before, so you can also check out. I think I use a black tourmaline as it's also for protection, but also for grounding as well. And they're also like an agate, jasper. You can Google and search what you need, and there are so many online shops you can just buy, but just remember to cleanse your crystal. In the video I made before, you can do some clearings through my video, so you can check that out as well. So sometimes when I hold, if it's very highly energized crystal, instantly you will feel you connect to the energy, and it can help you to recenter yourself. So that's pretty good. So the fifth one is you can try essential oil. Essential oil, I think different brand, they have different formula. So basically you just have to try and see what works best for you. And essential oil is something handy, you can carry with you in your pocket, and whatever you need, you can just roll it on or spray. So this is something you can have as your first aid kit emergency tool. If you really, it's good, especially if you need presentation and you need to have very highly focused, mind focused work, that you can use all this tool to help you to ground it. Is actually to help you to have better performance in terms of whatever you're focusing, whatever you're doing. The sixth tip is breathing. So breathing you can do when you do meditation, but you don't really have to do it seriously, head into deep. You just need to close your eyes and then take a deep breath in and out. So when you breathe, you paying attention to your breathing. It will calm you down, and you will help to bring yourself into the present moment. Sometimes people get nervous if you need to exam or something happen, and then you feel panicking, and breathing is a very good way, because when people getting nervous, they tend to breathe very fast. And you try to relax yourself, bring yourself into the center. You can count to 6 slowly, and then hold for 3, and then release, counting 6. So you can repeat until you relax. And in the meantime, when you breathe, you can also observe your body sensations, because when we observe our sensations in the body, we bring the awareness to the present moment. This is also helping you to ground yourself that way. So this is quite instant. You can do it at any time. And the last one is to tune in with your center line. See, this is our physical body, and as I explained before, we all have like a torus field, and this is, and we have all this line. This one is anchored to the earth, and this is anchored to our higher consciousness, which is connected to our higher self and to the source. So once, because when we are out of alignment, this connection can be very weak, and that's why people can feel like floating, like scattered, and especially we have different energy bodies. And I mentioned in other video also, because when we have some blockages in our different energy body, it will create different, like a kind of imbalance. For example, our energy body should be all clear. That's a healthy one. But because we have so many incarnations and we come across so many events, and sometimes you can create some emotional blockages or mental blockages through different sources for different reasons. So we can have different things caught up here and there. And sometimes it can be, very heavy, energetic, and that's why you feel like you don't know why, but you don't feel balanced. And it's most likely because of the energy body need clearing. So this can be done many ways. I think I mentioned in other video, you can check it out. And so this is another different energy work. It takes longer, because energy body takes time to clear out. But if you really need instant grounding, this is a way. It's like a strengthen this connection you have with the source, with the higher self, and then you get grounded to the Mother Earth. We all have an Earth star, so you can connect Earth star and then connect to the core of Mother Earth. I do this a lot. 2.5 years ago, when I was recovering from a little bit depression, from if you know my story, I was a bit scattered at that time. So a lot of time I walk on the beach, and when I sitting down, I just visualize the connection I have. Try to bring the center to myself. You can visualize there's a light, the divine light in the center. Come through the center of your crown and then into your center line and connect to your Earth star, and then connect to the center of the Mother Earth. And this is another way you can have a quick alignment that way. And if you really want to have a deeper work, there's no other way apart from energy work. From my experience, you can do meditation. It can help to a certain extent, but meditation would take a little bit or much longer, because it's not that easy. Because when we are the balance energetically, it can be mentally, it can be emotionally. So these are the tools, different techniques helping you to ground yourself. Maybe different tool works in different times. So you can practice whatever suits you. In terms of grounding, it's really more like you're into our soul fully in our functioning in our physical body. So it's more like that. Lots of people really hard to find 100%. Even myself, I don't really looking at the percentage, but I know I'm not. Most of people not really 100%. I would say 100% is really the people that living in the moment every single second. You need to practice to that level, or you use the tool, because the tool can instantly bring you to the level. And especially when we tired, we more like detach, because you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I want to have a rest, and then your soul just wandering around, going somewhere else. Okay, so basically that's are the 7 tips. They can help you to instantly ground yourself. I don't know how it will go, but I'm going to do some intensive energy work. It's really to upgrade myself. So we know we are connected to the source. So when you want to strengthen the connection, basically you need to make this connection stronger. And of course we all connect with the source, and this is the connection. We all have this line. There's a special name, I had to find it, I can't remember. There's a name for it. So this is our connection to the divine, you can say the higher self, and to different higher different consciousness levels. It's all from here. So you can also say that's really our antenna. So over the time, every person, every soul, you have different level of connection. So sometimes the people here is quite weak. The connection is very thin to the source, because then because when people get more energy blockages here and there, it's like a heavier and heavier. So this connection will be thinner, And then when you do this, when you want to uplift yourself, it's important to, it's like when we say internet, broadband, you have increased your bandwidth. So when these people, if you have very thin, you probably can only reach up to here. But when you have wider range, you can actually reach much higher. You can reach the consciousness level much higher. So basically, the energy work I'm doing is I'm going to increase my bandwidth. So I'll be expecting after that I will be able to connect to much higher consciousness. So if you want to find out what's happening to me after all this energy, it's very highly intensive. So far I've never done this high level before. So if you want to find out what's happened, please go subscribe my channel, because it will be including Kundalini activation. Kundalini activation is quite interesting because, of course, some people have, as far as I know, Kundalini activation, some people can have that when they still have karma in their chakra. That can happen, but it's more like a taster, So that one is more like some people can experience that kind of Kundalini activation as tester. But then when you go much higher, when you all clear your chakras, it will happen automatically. If you don't clear your channel, it's very dangerous. It will cause permanent damage in your energy body. So before you doing that, you need to make sure you do a lot of energy work and a lot of clearing. All these are my sharing from my experience in the past, and in the meantime I also work very hard to boost, upgrade myself energetically, in terms of energy clearing and all these sort of things. So I hope I can present the best version of whatever I can present. And we all in this growing journey, because it's not like you don't set limit like, oh, certain you stopped, then because everything is evolving, even the earth, all this chaos this year is actually big clearing. So don't lose sight of all these chaotic situations. Just keep focused on working on yourself, and then keep upgrading yourself. And in the end, you will taste the fruit of your hard work. So again, thank you so much for your support, and please like and subscribe my channel and share the video which you think can help your community. Share around in your social media. And I will see you soon in my next video. Hopefully it won't take too long. Okay, so bye for now.